You made it. We're on our last series with Solomon and David. The lesson is Solomon asked for wisdom. The scripture is coming from 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 5 through 28. Now, the truth of my life for today says, I will seek God's wisdom in every area of my life. Let's say that one more time, because I think now we've come to the end. We need to say this one more time. I will seek God's wisdom in what? Every area of my life. What does that mean? About my clothes, about my hair, about my marriage, about my job. It said every area. Maybe when should I even clean the house? Should I leave the house? Should I drive the car today? Should I wash it today? He said every. Should I paint my fingernails red or blue, green or purple? He said every area. Should I cut my hair? Should I dye my hair? He said every area. All right, I just want to get your attention. He said, I will seek God's wisdom in every area of my life. Remember this, God created you and he's concerned about everything that you do. He's your father. This is why. Don't your fathers care? Your mothers, your friends, they care, right? About what you do. You should discuss that with your heavenly Father. Now listen, let me tell you something about God. God speaks. Now how does he speak? God speaks through his word. He speaks through the preachers. He speaks through others. And he speaks in a small, still voice. And guess what? He speaks through dreams. So now, when you go through your prayer time, when you get on your knees, there's a scale or there's a diagram that I was taught. If you pray for about an hour, you take 5 minutes and you give thanks, and then you take 5 minutes and ask for forgiveness, and you take 5 minutes to pray for others, and you take 5 minutes to pray for yourself. But the very last one says to take 5 minutes and just be quiet. Just listen. Don't ask for anything. In fact, I took a week where I told God, I'm not going to ask you for nothing. I'm just going to thank you this whole week. I'm not going to ask you for anything. I'm not going to ask, Lord, give me this or give me that. I just want to thank you. So when you're in your prayer time, just take that 5 last minutes and just be quiet. Don't ask him for anything. Just listen. Maybe it's something he want to ask you. All right? So now here we come to this story about Solomon. God comes to Solomon. Solomon's doing such a great job that God says to Solomon, what you want me to do for you? Wouldn't you love it if God came to you and said, what do you want me to do? What can I give you? What would your answer be? I'm not sure how long Solomon took. I don't even know what he thought. If it were me, gosh, I'm not even going to go there. But I know what happened, what the Bible said. Solomon at that time was leading a great amount of people, God's people. And he said, you know what I need, God? I need wisdom. I need wisdom on how to lead your people. That's what I need. Because remember, David was Solomon's father. He was a man after God's own heart. And remember, I just told you in the last lesson that David left Solomon inheritance and a legacy. That legacy is what he put into Solomon, his son. So Solomon had that heart too, that he was after God, right? So now here's the thing. What would you say? We won't talk about that because I'm sure that's a long list of things. But I determined right now that I'm going to ask for wisdom too. I'm going to be like Solomon. I'm just going to ask for wisdom because that's just going to cover it all. That's going to help me in every area of my life, right? So when does God speak to you? There is, if you take some time, think about, because God picks you at a time when he knows that he can talk to you. Mine, I'm going to share it with you. Mine is when I'm washing dishes or when I'm ever around water. Whenever I'm around water, that's when I can hear God speak. When I'm cleaning the house and I'm working, that's when he talks to me. Because God talks. Now, when I'm on my knees praying and I take that 5 minutes to listen, I'm listening and it's just quiet. It's like I really don't hear anything. I just got to be honest. but God helps me. So what I'm saying to you is, what does God want for you? And if he comes to you, let your answer be yes. Whatever that is, if he asks you for something or you want to do something, let it be yes. Solomon asked for wisdom, and besides that, do you know what he got? He received long life and wealth. But here, let me tell you one more thing. God put a little thing to it. He said, I will give you wisdom, and I'm going to give you long life and wealth only if you walk in my ways and do what I have you to do. So remember that. Remember that. We have to stay with God. You want long life? You want wealth? You want wisdom? Stay with God. God bless you.